Alright, let's get started. I can get in one good run, I think.
Once the city used to pulse with energy. Dirty and dangerous, but alive and wonderful. Now, it's something else. The changes came slowly at first. Most didn't realize, or didn't care, and accepted them. They chose a comfortable life.
Let's do an audio check.
And those who refused to conform
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
were pushed to the sidelines. Criminalized. They became our clients. We call ourselves runners. We exist on the edge, between the gloss and the reality. The mirror's edge.
Testing.
We keep out of trouble, out of sight, and the cops don't bother us. Runners see the city in a different way. We see the flow. Rooftops become pathways and conduits, possibilities, and routes to escape. The flow is what keeps us running, keeps us alive.
Training time, Face. Yeah, I know you hate it, but that fall took you out of
Testing,
commission
1,
for a
2, 3.
while. Now you're back, you gotta keep sharp, especially in this city. Check out these new training grounds, pretty slick, huh? Celeste's on runaround duty, so get to her and just go with the flow, okay?
So while we're going through the tutorial, I want to quickly mention a news article I saw today, which was really interesting. And this news article reads to me like it's from 2011, except it's not. It's from today. And basically, Bill Maher on his show actually addressed Twitch.
Get after her.
Which is weird, because most of the times, like, actual
Hi,
networks
Faith.
like to
Welcome
pretend
back.
Twitch doesn't exist.
We'll be seeing you so soon.
And YouTube to an extent. So, here's what he says. You think I'm out of it? So Mara says, you think I'm out of it because I'm not on Twitch? Well, maybe I get Twitch, but I just think that people watching other people play video games is a waste of effing time. What would you prefer us to be doing, Bill? I'm sort of curious. What would you like us to be doing? Should we be learning other languages? Like, you know, studying nuclear physics or quantum mechanics? Right? Like, a waste of time. Bill, you run an entertainment comedy show. What would you call watching your show, if not a waste of time? Like, what are you comparing it to? Well, in the time that you're on Twitch and watching Twitch, well, you could be, you know, bettering your life. You could be, like, working at a soup kitchen. Yeah, okay, we do all that, you know? Pardon us for wanting to relax. You know, what is everyone who's ever watched football doing? You know, are they, like, bettering the world of themselves? No, they're kicking back. They're, you know, reclining in their easy boys, in their lazy boys, and just watching a good game of football and having a good time. And that's the same thing that people on Twitch do. So, it's so weird. It's like someone from 2012 just reached back up and was like, oh, am I still relevant? Yeah, no, you're not, unfortunately. Jon Stewart was, I think, very wise to get out of the late night stuff when he did, because he managed to escape the nightmarish, boring, loser comedy shows that exist on, like, all the major channels now. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad to watch. We've come a long way from Leno. We've come a long way from Letterman. It's not good.
Merc wants me to run you through some sparring. You know how he is.
Yeah, it is a boomer thing to say. 100%. It's ultra boomer at its boomeriest. I don't get the newfangled things and the technologies.
All right, Faith.
What, the internet?
Let's run through
What
some
is that?
just in
I
case.
don't know. Except I shouldn't even do that, because that's like implying that elderly people don't get the internet, and I know tons of elderly people who are like good at technology and the internet, and they're completely fine with it. So maybe I should just like I don't know Bill Maher's voice enough to do a voice for him though. I don't know what Bill Maher likes to do in his free time, but if it's just like playing Monopoly, then let us know.
Let me know when you're ready
Okay,
to get
we'll
going.
do that instead.
See you
Thanks.
later, Faith.
Okay, we'll spend 4 hours each day writing lame jokes that no one cares about. Yeah, what even is this show called? I have no clue. It's probably like something dumb like the Bill Maher show. Man, what happened to comedy in this country? There's no good mass comedians anymore. If you want to see comedy, go to see a stand-up comedian, because that's the last place you can see actual good comedy in this country. In any country, well, maybe in any country. I don't know. But like late night talk show is dead. I can't even watch John Oliver anymore. I don't know who it was on his staff that decided to do his show without a laugh track, which they could have easily created. But holy crap, does it need one. Like, the John Oliver show is not good without, like, laughter. Because a lot of John Oliver's humor, for example, is so dry, or it's so, like, weirdly punny. It's so idiosyncratic to him that a lot of times you don't know if you're supposed to laugh. You don't know what's a joke or what's funny without a bunch of other people, like, reinforcing, okay, you know, maybe I didn't laugh at that one, but it doesn't feel weird because there are tons of people laughing. But without the laugh track, I think it's really revealing that the John Oliver comedy is just not there. It's just not to the same level. Right? I don't know. Like, but then again, you know, there's tons of shows that you take away the laugh track and suddenly it's got a completely different vibe to it. So, you know, just bring back the laugh track and see what happens. But there's so many other late night shows like that are garbage now. Ever since I discovered podcast interviews with Joe Rogan and people doing like those kind of shows, I cannot watch celebrity interviews anymore from like anyone. The only celebrity show that I can even think of off the top of my head that's even worthwhile is like the Jeremy Grantham show. I think that's what it's called, and that's in Britain, and that's only because he like jams like 4 or 5 of them on the couch all at once, and so like the interactions between them are sort of interesting. But
What the hell's happening?
it's so inane. I can't stand it. There's no reason to watch any network television nowadays, in my opinion. There's no reason to watch anything. There is not a single show. When I was growing up, I used to be like, man, what are the shows coming out on CBS? What are the shows coming out on Fox or Discovery? Oh man, I'm so hyped for the next season of Gold Rush. I'm so hyped for like Deadliest Catch or, you know, Crocodile Hunter. You know, my family would watch, you know, endless hours of Y5L. You know, all of these shows, and nowadays they're just like, I guess, you know, SWAT's okay,
Get
but
to Celeste. There are more blues on the way.
I'm on Faith. CPS on Newtown. Hey, throw me the bag. Okay, I got it from here.
Okay, they're playing Ruxell.
I'll be fine. Shit, get out of here.
I'll watch the Olympics, but that's it. Networks have become terrible for many reasons. There's many reasons why they become
Don't care how you do it, just do it.
At least one of them has to be that they don't know how to do humor anymore. The one person who I still like respect as a comedian is Jon Stewart.
This is meant to be a low-key job. Why the hell were they shooting? What did you do today?
Nothing. They just opened fire.
Don't know what the hell's happening. I'll ask around. Get your ass back to base, Faith.
Man, I gotta kill a bug.
Officer Connors.
Going to see Robert Pope. Taking a statement on that break-in last week? Anyways, it's 56 West Arlen Drive. Tell Lieutenant Miller.
Copy that. I'll relay the message, Officer Connors.
Thanks. Connor's out.
Hello, sis.
You there, kiddo?
Hey, Mark.
Bet you're listening to the chatter.
You know me.
Try and get some sleep. It's been a rough day. Gonna put the word out tomorrow. See why those blues got itchy trigger fingers. I'll drop by later, okay? And don't chuck that pizza. I like the toppings matured.
Matured. Yeah, I know. See you, Mark.
Shots fired. Repeat, shots fired. All units proceed to 56 West Arlen Drive immediately. Proceed with caution.
Kate! Where are you? Kate, where are you?
Hey,
Merc,
you off?
just get on comms and track me. Almost there.
Well, anytime you'd like to tell me where there is and what the hell you're doing, feel free.
It's my sister.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna see if I can figure out what's going on. Give me a second.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a movie I watched. I think it was, I don't remember barely any of it. Like, I don't remember any of the actresses or actors in it. But the movie was about, like, a late-night comedian whose show was getting old, and she's basically, like, being put out to pasture by the network, and they hire, like, a young, sort of aspiring writer to be a diversity hire, basically, and then, you know, the show's going to develop a relationship between the aging late-night comedian and, you know, this young writer. And
You know he was running for mayor, right?
And there was a really
Finally,
interesting
someone who
scene
can
in
actually
that
make a
where
difference in
this
this
lady likes to do all kinds of like jokes for old people, like jokes about, you know, what is Twitter, what is Facebook, it's so weird, you know, making fun of millennials and Gen Z, and and this like young comic is doing a stand-up routine, and so this older one, very established comedian walks into the stand-up routine and decides to do some of her jokes, and of course it's, you know, it's like, and it sucks and it's terrible because in a live studio audience, yeah, they're gonna laugh, but they're not like an actual crowd, you know, they're not judging you.
Kate?
in
What are you doing here?
in a live audience.
No.
In an audience
You
like
don't
that on one of those
recognize
shows, you hold up a
Should
cue
I?
card and you laugh on
Robert.
cue, and that's
Robert
it. That's
Pope,
your entire
friend of
job,
Dad's?
whether it's funny or not.
That Pope.
He called me. We hadn't talked much since I joined
You
up.
know,
He had
so-
a break-in last week. He's still a campaigner. Don't you read
I don't
the
know
news?
if
It's not news anymore.
You know,
It's
obviously I have like one
He was
viewer
running
or
for
whatever,
mayor.
but
So
Bill
the break-in
Maher
must have
should.
really spooked him
If
then.
Bill Maher wants
That's
to,
what I
if
thought.
any of
It
these
was odd.
comics
He told me about the break-in.
want
asked me
to
to
get
come,
some respect
then
back,
asked after you.
I think
I haven't
they
seen him
should
for at least
walk
10
into
years.
one of these standard
Anyway,
routines
he was
and
alive
just
when I got
kill
here. Just sitting at his desk.
with the
writing.
same jokes that they
Everything
use
went
in
black.
their
When I came to, he'd been shot.
with the same
pretty
jokes
sure
that
it's
they
with
use
my gun. There was a book on the desk, a diary.
in
It was
their
gone.
routines.
I'm sure there was
right?
someone else in the building. Left my radio in the car.
Because
Hadn't
it
had
would
time to
never
phone it
happen.
in.
Come on,
Right.
come with me. I'll take you somewhere
If
safe.
Stephen
This
Colbert
isn't
walked
the
into
time
some
to
dive
run.
in Brooklyn
I'm not like you.
and tried
Running
to
will
do
just
his
make you look
jokes,
guilty.
You think this
They
was
would
an
bomb
accident, Kate?
so
there are
hard.
no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted
if
you
Jimmy
to take the
Kimmel,
fall.
like
Help
it would be,
me,
it would be,
please.
it would be
You've got
cringeworthy trying to
contacts.
watch Jimmy Kimmel
There's
in
gotta
the
be more to
context
this. Something he knew.
of doing
Something he
stand up.
wanted to tell me.
I can't get
And
involved.
that's
in
why,
this,
like,
Kate.
I can't,
you
you
know
know.
what I do. I just
John Stewart could still do it. I think John Stewart could kill at a stand up routine.
Now.
I would pay good money to go see John
I'll see
Stewart do
what I
stand up.
can
But
If this goes down badly, find Lieutenant Miller, my superior.
that's the
Do
deal.
anything you find to him.
I'm serious, Faith. Remember, they're not playing nice. Get out of there.
Now go! And Faith, thank you. Shit!
Get out of that building, Faith. Move. Squad swarming on you, Faith. Find a way out of there. Should be an exit through the accounting offices.
I don't know, and guess what? In so doing, here's the thing. Here's the philosophical part of this. And I always love to bring it back to the philosophical aspects, but it's like all of these comics and all these late night comedians and stuff, and they have their fancy network shows and stuff, and it's all about prestige, and it's all about respect, authority, and Stephen Colbert getting that interview with Obama, and like all of this garbage, complete nonsense. They sell out over and over and over again to whoever, whether it be like network establishment, you know, whether it's promising to never do a like risky joke ever again. Like, it's pathetic and it's terrible. And what makes all of it unforgivable for me is that it doesn't work. It doesn't do it. They've made all of these, like, they've thrown away their comedic integrity for all of these things that they don't have, that they have far less now. I thought, like, Stephen Colbert used to have a genuine political pull on both sides of the argument. He just doesn't. You know, I don't think anyone cares about Bill Maher's opinion. Bill Maher.
What the hell? Move, Faith.
No one. You know, like Rachel Maddow is sacrificed, has like, you know, she's what she is so she can like basically get her own interviews and do a debate once or twice on the internet. Like, yeah, okay. And honestly, like, you know, it's not like just Democrats are on this track too. Like Tucker Carlson is certainly the same sort of deal. Probably some other. There's one other guy I can't think of the name on Fox News. But like,
Yeah, you can breathe out.
you know, I still think about Jon Stewart and like the way he walked into a Senate panel on
Well, you sure opened a can
like
of worms.
on the police officers who
Take the
served
bridge
on
across the avenue
9/11.
and head to Centurion Plaza. Picking up squad cars
And with
moving in
a
on you. We ain't
single,
got much
like,
time.
brilliant speech, managed to make the bill happen, where the bill did not have traction before, and Jon Stewart just shoved it with his brilliance and political pull and creativity, and absolutely shoved it to completion. And like, I was in love with Jon Stewart at that point. I still sort of am. You know, that's... You can't sell out and get that. And Jon Stewart has that political credibility. One hasn't lost it because I don't think he's ever sold out.
Get some air in your lungs and run,
You know,
Faith.
there was a really interesting story I read.
You don't want to know what's
I
behind
was
you,
reading
Faith.
about
Just
in the
keep
Hill,
running.
where people were like mad at Joe Rogan for
Should be an
saying
exit off
something
the
about the
railroad
vaccine.
track.
I think he said something like, if you're, you know, in your young 20s, whatever, then you don't have to have the vaccine. Or something like that. I don't know his exact quote. But Joe Rogan got a response from the White House, from Dr. Anthony Fauci. And it doesn't actually matter what the... I'm not trying to make a point about the vaccine or what he was saying. The point is that he got is
Head
that
up onto the
in
rail overpass. It's
a
the only way
former
through.
MMA reality talk show host, star, whatever. I don't know how to describe Joe Rogan because he's like, he does a million different things, but he runs a podcast and he's getting a response from the White House. And the reason for that is because he has all of that respect and pull. And when Joe Rogan says something, a lot of people listen and take notice because they know Joe Rogan doesn't lead them wrong. Or, more precisely, Joe Rogan isn't going to tell them something he doesn't personally believe. He's never sold out.
You okay? Come on.
And
it must just absolutely grind the gears
no word on what's got the
of all these
boots
people
on
who've
trigger
sold
happy,
out
but I'll keep
to
an eye
now
on it.
see
And don't worry about your sis.
like
okay?
an MMA guy, an MMA fighter guy, have more public credibility than they do.
What the hell, Merc?
Something's got somebody.
But hey,
that'll
like
kill.
that's the deal,
I don't know
you know.
what it is, but they're mighty jitters.
If you're honest with people and you're true to yourself
Hey, Sal.
and you
Take
don't
on
sell
the
out, then
Nah, those blues can move for shit.
you know there's pretty much all people respect that.
Wires are physics.
Even when they say they don't, they still respect
New
it.
traffic is up. Way up.
So
Don't know what's got into
that's my take on that. And
Contract renewal time. Be careful out there, Sal. So why all
Bill
that?
Maher wants to be
Our
salty
girl's
about
been
Twitch,
lifting evidence
you
from
know.
the crime scene. Now every cop in the city seems to be after her.
Whatever.
The evidence you lifted? Yeah, I think it's from a diary. Rest of it was gone. All I can make out are Icarus, maybe, and to the highest.
Icarus. Wasn't he the Greek guy?
Yeah, his dad made him some wings out of feathers and wax. Then the boy flew too close to the sun. And no more wings, no more Icarus. If anyone's heard anything, then you know who it'll be, Faith.
Yeah?
I know he ain't a runner anymore, but he's got contacts. You can't avoid him forever.
Wanna bet?
Who?
Jackknife.
Drake's got a location on Jackknife. He's on some rooftops at the old runner training ground near the storm drains. Route's crawling with blues, though. You can follow the canal to the Hampton Town District. Get going.
Robert Pope, who was found shot dead in Gotham. ATF have one suspect in custody and are currently searching for another.
Chopper spotted. You make a run for it. Get out of those canals, Faith. Maintenance access point nearby. I'll find you a new route. They got you surrounded, Faith. Get yourself into the storm drains. logging out. Looks like you're in the clear. Now get into those drains. Going. Don't think those blues won't come down here. Hey, I'm getting something on the wires. Shit. Looks like they anticipated you might duck in here and send a sniper team ahead. Keep going. Don't think those blues won't come down here. Hey, I'm getting something on the wires. Shit. Looks like they anticipated you might duck in here and send a sniper team ahead. Take those snipers out or keep out of their way. Just get your ass through there. Take those snipers out or keep out of their way. Just get your ass through there. Hey, I'm getting something on the wires. Shit. Looks like they anticipated you might duck in here and send a sniper team ahead. Keep going. Don't think those blues won't come down here.
We're trying something new here. I died a little bit earlier, sort of, and I'm trying a new route, and I'm basically testing it for speed to see if this route is any faster. I've never taken it, so I actually have no idea if this route is faster or not. Close to a full extension. It looks like there's a whole track to go up. I just don't. This jump seems so ridiculous. Maybe I just have to go straight off the ladder, but then not enough time for any. There's not enough time. Maybe I can get out on one of these. Oh, it really put me up here? Awesome. Yeah, that's just great. I'm trying to test it out.
Take those snipers out or keep out of their way. Just get your ass through there.
It's gotta like actually let me do it, you know? Oh, whoops, wrong way. Yeah, that's a whole like section over there.
think they anticipated you might duck in here and send a sniper team ahead. Keep going. Don't think those blues won't come down here.
Yeah, ladder. Maybe the idea that you do the running start. Oh yeah, that's it. That's tricky. Oh crap. At least that one's a little bit easier to figure out. Okay, and then I just didn't grab on because, you know, reasons. Okay, so make the jump there. Okay, get up here. Okay. First off, I think that's highly unlikely to do that without us. Well, the sniper team's there. The sniper team just must not come out if that's. I'm a beast. Yeah, I can't imagine the sniper team actually comes out under those circumstances. Which makes it. If you do everything perfectly.
You're inside. Get out of there, Faith.
I don't know, maybe it's faster. Kinda doubt it, but I could just be thinking, because of how good I've got option 1 locked down. I don't know, something for another day. I'm too tired right now.